And we're live. Hello, everybody. Today we're joined by Daniel. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Daniel Westfall. I'm on Twitter and YouTube. Not much else to say.
All right.
We got a very small channel.
All right. So today we're going to be talking about something very important and near and dear to our hearts. What the hell is going on in Florida?
The world may never know.
Yeah, what's interesting is I was looking at all these stories last stream. Like I was just fascinated by this stuff, but I've been doing some further inspection, and this is a regular occurrence in Florida. Florida man stories, and like if you just look up Florida man on Google right now, look at the news stories that pop up. Like it happens every day or two. You'll get a new one. You'll get a new one, which is meme worthy.
Well, the whole damn thing is just absolutely insane. So I have a video queued up on YouTube about a Florida man doing something completely outrageous. Basically, he was arrested after trying to walk out of a hardware store, smuggling a chainsaw in his pants. And here we have surveillance footage of him intending to do so. So if you're watching on the screen right now, look at this side of this. Look at this side of the screen. Look at the left side of the screen down in the corner where it says Cam 1. Just watch it.
Yes, I did last week. You hated me and Dave rang it up. What I do? Tell Dave. One for my birthday.
Just what do you do? How do you respond to that?
Can't.
Why would you do that?
Encourage it.
I don't know. Like, well, I want to know what the guy was on so that I can buy it. Because what do you have to be on that you have such a low inhibition and lack of judgment that you think stealing a chainsaw by putting it in your pants, or your shorts in this case, is even a remotely good idea?
Probably bath salt.
He's probably high on the foot shavings of all the women in Florida.
Probably fucking bath salts. Got a real,
Oh yeah, that happened in Florida too. Florida's just a horrible place.
Well, no, I mean, like, there's a lot more of it down there. I think it has something to do with like the Florida being in like a different climate from most other states. Like you get different commodities of different utility, and because of that, they have more bath salts down there.
I'm pretty sure that the majority of people who are getting high down there, which is basically everybody, I don't know if it's bath salts, unfortunately.
It's something like bath salts because these people are freaking out of their minds.
Yeah. I remember there was a story where some guy was like, he turned into a zombie and he freaking ate some dude's face off. It was horrible.
Well, I mean, if there's gonna be a zombie apocalypse, it's going to start in Florida, as it's the only possible place where this kind of crap could possibly happen, and people just assume it's normal.
Florida will be the new zombie land. In fact, there's a character named Tallahassee.
It already kind of is. Let's not lie. I mean, based on this stuff, I mean, really, is it not already kind of a zombie land?
Oh, yeah. The place is just, like, I'm sure it's going to be one of the two viewers of this stream who actually are from Florida.
Yeah, there's going to be somebody.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah, they're not talking about you, probably. Unless you're a regular bath salt connoisseur, then pretty sure we're not talking about you.
I think Voltaire said that he's from Florida.
That explains a lot, actually.
I wouldn't be surprised if, like, it turns out, like, in one of the stories it was him.
Well, we know what he looks like.
Yeah, that's Sam Hyde's from Florida.
I wonder if Shia LaBeouf's from Florida.
I don't know.
That would make a lot of sense.
I mean, like, if we have to figure out if Voltaire is ever involved in a meme, we just have to look up the mugshot of the person who's being arrested and see if we can't put them in a meme that says women shouldn't vote. If it fits, then it's Voltaire.
Shia LaBeouf says the same thing.
He will not divide us.
Shine LaBeouf. Shine LaBeouf. Na 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 na. Shine LaBeouf. Na 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 na.
All right, so let's see what else we got in the
The Florida man.
Florida man. Now, I mentioned this one last night, but it came up again because it's absolutely hilarious. A Florida man, uses private plane to draw a giant radar penis. And you can see it on screen. It's,
Oh.
well, well, here's the problem. He didn't draw just one giant radar penis. You can see he drew a green one, too.
Turns out
Oh,
that actually
Smaller,
did
it's probably Asian.
Lizard.
Oof. It is a little thinner.
Why would you?
Turns out Filthy is a Florida lizard.
Unfortunately, I do not live in
penis.
Florida. It'd probably be better for me, though. I'm cold-blooded.
Oh, did the stream just go offline?
I don't.
No, that's probably my Wi-Fi. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm trying to queue up a stream on my phone right now. You just heard it.
Yeah.
Those damn Florida
So-
niggers.
So I have to wonder, what is the thought process that causes someone to take a plane that's like, I don't know, how much is a private plane? Hundreds of thousands of dollars?
I don't know.
Quite a bit.
I have no idea. Probably.
And it probably costs a month's of a normal person's salary just to pay for the fuel costs. But this guy had the excess resources to be like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and spend tens of thousands of dollars worth of fuel to draw a giant deck.
Yeah, it's
Pretty much.
really insane.
Probably some
What-
bored rich guy.
That's the best case scenario.
Or just really dumb.
Sounds
I
like
mean, you
something
kind of
I do,
have to be
honestly.
at least relatively smart enough to be able to even fly a plane in the first place. Those things are not simple engines, despite what video games would tell you.
Yeah.
Fine enough. My father's a test pilot, and actually recently I flew in one of his flight sims. It was actually pretty cool, and it actually is pretty technical.
That's sweet.
Nice. Yeah, I would imagine that.
The one
Unlike,
benefit of
I-
being, one benefit of father being part of the statist branches. I have no idea what to call it.
just basically call it the government military.
That's fucking boring. All right.
That's true. Anyway, so yeah, so would you say, from your area of expertise, relatively speaking, that it would be incredibly difficult to fly a plane while intoxicated?
Yeah, definitely.
What about drunk?
Definitely.
Okay, so this person would have to be very alert and aware of everything that's going on at virtually all times to be able to successfully fly a plane.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what this tells me is that this guy knew exactly what he was doing.
Hey, what's that movie called where it was like a guy who was like a drunk pilot, and he like managed
Light?
to like land a yeah. It turns out like that's the dude who was flying the plane.
That'd be great.
It wouldn't. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised. But I
totally
mean,
forgot who was the guy that played that dude in the movie. I totally forgot. Man, it's been.
I don't know.
Was
Yeah,
it?
actually
was it-
have that movie on DVD.
Oh.
Like with Denzel Washington is who plays the character of the drunk air pilot.
Tom Hanks?
No,
wanna say Tom
Denzel
Hanks.
Washington.
Oh.
Oh.
Wait, what movie are we talking about?
It's a movie called Flight, where like some.
Okay, I'm thinking of Sully. Never mind.
I said black man, not Canadian, or I don't know. I don't even know. I'm just going to
You mentioned
whatever,
Tom
whatever
Hanks.
Tom Hanks is. I don't think he's Canadian.
Not yet,
How
anyway.
did I say Canadian? I don't even know.
Was Canada going to go ahead and like assimilate him and to make him like an honorary Canadian or something? What the hell are we talking
Canadians
about?
are the weakest race of all. Changed my mind.
Oof. That's them's fighting words.
I mean, we all know what happened with Jordan Peterson earlier this week when he made that that really intellectual comment he made on Twitter.
I actually don't know what you're talking about.
I don't
fucking-
either.
Oh,
Jordan
I think he said
Peterson,
something
like, said
about
about
Ivana.
Kavanaugh.
Yeah, he said that we needed to like
He needs
get a
to step down.
Democrat judge on there because Kavanaugh having him on there is too unbalanced.
First off, isn't that kind of the point? Secondly, Kavanaugh's already pretty much a Democrat in every respect.
Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people actually, didn't look at, his positions. He supported the Patriot Act.
Mhm.
He's not a very, you got these minarchists or so-called minarchists supporting him, and they don't realize that they're supporting somebody who's actually pretty authoritarian in his leanings. When Bush said that it was okay to kill American citizens if the government designated them to be enemy combatants, Kavanaugh not only defended that, but he went out of his way to put himself in the spotlight and defend him for saying that.
Jeez.
Mm.
Yep, that sounds like a real solid Republican conservative there.
Yeah. Instead
He
of
also,
pointing that stuff out, Democrats.
He also
No.
defended the constitutionality of NSA spying. He said that it's perfectly in line with the Fourth Amendment, and said that Edward Snowden should get treason charges.
Yeah, you know what? Kavanaugh can go screw himself. I mean, we can talk about him now since he's no longer on the news.
Yeah, well, you saw my video on Kavanaugh, right?
Yeah.
And then we
Yeah.
also saw the response Jim Jesus made from it.
That
which
was
was
fucking the most autistic thing I think I've ever seen Jim Jesus write, and that's saying a lot considering who we're talking about here.
Well, now you've pretty much guaranteed the legion of Jim Jesus's 10 fans are gonna swarm this stream now.
Yeah, his 10 fans. I don't give a fuck.
I don't even know
no,
that.
it's more. It's
Dude,
not like 10, it's more like 5
Dapperton
because
killed
half of those
for
are
him.
bots.
Dapperton chilled for him nonstop for like a month, and he only got like 50 subscribers out of it. Fucking nobody likes Jim Jesus.
Honestly, my penis is still bigger than Jim Jesus even after all that. In all honesty,
Your penis is not only bigger than Jim Jesus's, it's bigger than Jim Jesus. Period.
Dude, my shit posting channel, SO posting, my drama and shit posting channel gets more views than Jim Jesus. His videos on his main channel.
Oof.
No, okay, no, okay, what the fuck? Okay, never mind. I was playing a game. I'm trying to enter a fucking portal. Apparently, entering portals takes a lot of work.
And that's fucking on top of the fact that I'm getting fucking my videos are getting shadow banned by YouTube. My Kavanaugh video. Look up SO Kavanaugh Rothschild. Just try and find that video. You will not find it on YouTube search results.
Probably not.
It's been fucking shadow banned. Like, you can't even find it unless like you're in this circle watching our videos.
Wouldn't surprise me if that's what's happening to a lot of content creators. Isn't there
Yeah,
some
I was
controversy going
actually-
on with Philip DeFranco right now?
Yeah, I was gonna make a video on that actually.
I don't know anything about that.
I'm making one video which will be up on my SO posting, but my next video on my channel is going to be like talking about the extent to which YouTube's been censoring my content, because this has been going on basically since I've been on YouTube, and it's some shit, really. I get my videos completely shadow banned from search results, even if you deliberately look for my name. I get fucking my okay, never mind. But I'm playing like RuneScape at the same time, and I thought I just got a rare drop. But anyway, but no, YouTube manually removes my subscribers. They manually remove my comments in order to push my videos down in the algorithms. I have proof of both of those claims, by the way. So it's not just something I've noticed that looks suspicious. Like, I've got proof of it.
All right, so
They've taken videos down and claimed that I violated terms of service, even though I didn't even get a content strike for it. Both of my videos on the Second Amendment Day thing that Postal Cat started, both of those videos got terms of service strike. Not a terms of service strike, but they got taken down for violating terms of service, but I didn't get a content strike for either of them.
Womp That's
all right, so anyone got any other Florida man stories? I got one more, but I want someone else to have a chance.
Yeah, I've got.
Oh, before that stream started, I said a Florida man was killed by Xbox One after a forcibly ejected disc slicing his throat.
Yeah.
That's not a real story. I just made that up.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Florida man arrested for attempting to steal 2 airplanes from hangar. Not just one airplane, but he's got to be a complete fucking Florida man and steal 2 of them.
Wait, at the same time?
Hey, wait a minute! I just realized something. Where's the traditional police story that we usually have at the beginning? What the fuck is that? I'm missing that.
We're missing it. We need to find a police
Florida man version.
I believe the entirety of Florida man's existence is police brutality.
Okay, so apparently he got into an A5 airplane at this airport's hangar. Then he got into a golf cart, which was in the fueling bay, like where all the cars drive around and fuel the planes. He hijacked one of those. He got out of the plane and hijacked one of those. Then he drove over to a Model 4200, and then he got into another plane and started it. So yeah, 2 planes at the same time.
Yeah, I found the story. Tampa, Florida, a Florida man. It says in the story, a Florida man was arrested on Sunday after he allegedly attempted to steal 2 planes. Now that's impressive. He was gonna steal. He would have gotten away with it, but it's just like 2 planes.
Don't work for those middling kids. Sorry.
Naked Florida man broke into home and beat up elderly woman inside.
Are you sure it's Florida or South Africa?
Look at the pictures of these people. They all look like meth addicts. All of them.
Yeah, here's a picture.
Look like meth addicts.
Here's the picture of the I have a picture on screen of the Florida man who tried to steal 2 airplanes.
Oh boy.
I'm just gonna type in Florida man and Google Images and see what it looks like. And chances are I'm gonna get something either very inappropriate or absolutely amazing.
And make sure your safe search is on.
Florida man asks cops to make sure that his meth is up to speed.
I remember that one.
Yeah, none of these people look.
Florida's a beautiful place.
None of these people
Florida
look particularly
man,
sane.
hold on, listen to this. Florida man attacks mom's boyfriend with samurai sword over missing can of shrimp.
I stand by my theory from yesterday or from the last stream. Florida Florida is a portal to an alternate dimension of madness and
strange. Like all of these headlines, they add like an extra bit of detail to give it like that extra meme potential. Like all of these stories are written in that exact same way. like Florida man does this so that he does this, and the reason for his action seems to be exaggerated. Like it seems to be that same formula every time, and that's what's so fucking great about it. It's like a comedy show, basically.
Well, Florida man eaten by alligator while hiding from deputies. Was he? I'm sorry. Was Florida man hiding inside the alligator? Which, if so, I gotta give him props for creativity. But I mean,
That sounds like something I've seen.
he gets an
That
F for
sounds like-
execution.
That sounds like something out of a cartoon or like a Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Yep,
It
Bugs Bunny. Elmer Fudd is chasing Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny hides in a cave, and it turns out the cave is very moist and full of sharp teeth.
Yeah.
Florida man charged
on-
with murder for setting
I've been on
fire
DeviantArt
to
to
another
know how long-
homeless man
know where that's
at
going.
Old Smart Camp.
Florida man breaks into
This
jail to
story-
hang out with his friends.
I don't even know what this guy did, but just look at like a picture of this guy. I'll send you the article, filthy.
All right. Let me know when you sent it. Now this guy, he's very interesting. This guy looks exactly, and you can see it on stream. He looks exactly like the kind of Florida man who would do this because he has no neck. Like it is just a straight line from the side of his head down to his shoulder.
He's got a guru neck.
That there are a lot of people when you look up Florida man that look like that.
I mean, like the story is, Florida man breaks into a Burger King and drinks gallons of deep frying oil.
Yeah, I remember that one. That's fucking gross. Why would you even do that?
2 words. Florida man. You don't need an explanation. Did you send the picture yet?
Yeah, no, I sent you an article on Discord.
All right, let me just.
Comics here.
Yeah, there it is.
I don't think they know.
What? Oh crap!
I don't know.
Crap!
Gotta look.
I did not mean to do that.
I don't even know what this guy did. It's just look at that picture of him. Just the picture of him, like his appearance is Florida man.
That
I don't think
is.
they know up
Did
here.
Atomic get in here?
I think so.
I sent him.
Yes,
Okay.
Hey, comic, how you
Oh,
doing?
I am doing absolutely wonderful.
Oh hi.
All right,
We were just talking about the magnificence that is
Public
Florida
school.
man.
all right. Well, here's a guy who has
There's a Florida man.
no disconnect between his shoulders and his neck. And this
Yeah.
story is Florida man drops down pants and sodomizes pink flamingo to death.
What? Oh my god.
They do live in a different dimension.
Florida
That's what-
man
that's what I've been
are a
telling
different
him.
Species.
Yeah, I have
That's kind of
the
like that
I have the guy's
that
picture.
news article. That's kind of like that news article the other day I saw. It was like a Pakistani kid. It was like a Pakistani kid sexually assaulted a chicken to death or something. I was like, Jesus.
Florida, 400-pound woman survives sexual assault by herd of manatees.
I do not know what to deal with this guy with half a
The
beard
animals
is.
in Florida.
You know what? I'm gonna search up images too.
You're gonna find all sorts of wonderful things.
This whole state is basically just one big giant insane clown posse concert.
Florida man charged with picking magic mushrooms while carrying an alligator.
I don't think there's any context that would make that make sense.
Florida man throws baby alligator into Wendy's drive-thru.
Oh my god.
It's just, why would somebody do that?
Because,
Alligator eats burglar.
what you get
A
for
Florida
being
man who went out to rob neighborhood homes was eaten by an alligator as he was trying to run from police officers.
oh, it's
Probably the same story as earlier.
Yeah,
No,
we
it
did
wasn't.
do that one.
No, what?
Okay.
No.
He
It
wasn't
being
here
Florida,
earlier,
it
so
was
he gets a
probably.
pass because
Couple
gonna-
arrested for selling golden tickets to heaven.
I remember hearing about that.
All right, so here's a pretty infamous one. Florida man. This story is loading. Florida man kidnaps scientists to make his dog immortal. Now this article is full of typos. Disregard that. But yeah, this guy kidnaps. His dog is dying. He kidnaps a scientist. I don't know what kind of scientist the guy he kidnapped is, but apparently he was the kind that's figuring out how to make things live forever. So
kidnaps Shane Killian.
and as a result, well, he gets locked into a room with no way out until he comes up with immortality. Which I mean, like again, what is this guy on? Now, perhaps what's even more interesting is that apparently the Florida man forgot about him. Like he was just left there, and then like he just left the house. Yeah.
Yeah, he was high. Like, you kidnap somebody to save your dying dog. You're not gonna forget about that.
Probably. I mean, this article is horribly
Florida
written.
man. He's Florida man, so he did.
Yeah.
Florida man is the ideal male body. You may not like it, but this is what
Which is weird because he's an amorphous, vaguely human-shaped blob that's high on meth all the time.
Usually.
So
Sometimes his face is covered in a bunch of sores from doing all the meth that he does.
Sometimes he's covered in blood of all the non-believers.
Why did I just picture Boo from Dragon Ball Z with a crack pipe in his mouth?
because that's actually what some of the Florida men are like.
Oh, that reminds me of my favorite Florida man story. Let me see. Okay, here.
But hold that thought for a minute, because
Florida
the
man saga.
Florida man kidnaps scientists to make his dog immortal actually gets weirder when you realize that after committing kidnapping, the police didn't have Florida man face any charges because he made a mistake and it could have happened to any of us.
Oh, thanks, Uncle Sam. Always looking out for the little guy.
Maybe that can be the
Yeah.
series that we do each week.
Yeah,
Okay.
all the police in Florida are Florida men too, so
I'm pretty sure that all cops are just Florida men.
Well, yeah, where do you think they recruit
especially
them
the
from?
ones that are literally from Florida. But
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
But anyway, you want to hear this story?
Sure, what's
That's
that?
my favorite Florida man. This is still my favorite Florida man. Florida man bites his brother's penis off after he walks in on his brother having sex with his cousin on his favorite Dragon Ball Z blanket.
Are you serious? That
Yeah.
What? What the hell?
I'm telling you, Florida is another dimension.
We're telling you the Onion is going to go out of business within the next year because of that shit.
I'm surprised it hasn't already.
Well, I mean, at this point,
What the hell?
I mean, I remember like a year or two ago, Sargon of Akkad made a video about how feminism is putting the Onion out of business because a lot of their satirical articles actually became serious articles on feminist websites.
Yeah,
oh yeah, I
remember
noticed that.
But I sent you a picture of the guy, by the way, who
Yeah, let me
did
see
that,
here.
and I want you to like see it. I want you to pull that up in your article, in your video.
Yep, there it is.
Look at the fucking guy.
The Chad Florida
Is that
man
blood on
versus
his
the
face?
Urgent Union.
What is he, Ant-Man?
I mean, I'm looking at the right side of his face, or rather his left side, and I was like, is that blood? Did he not wash his face after biting his brother's penis off?
I already told you that's the blood of him being drenched in a. That's from him being drenched in the blood of the non-believers.
Or possibly the people who don't like Dragon Ball Z. He slaughtered on the way there. The
I
person.
got stuff off a map.
I mean, it would be one thing if the freaking, this is a grown-up man has a fucking Dragon Ball Z blanket, but I mean, no, he's just got to go full Florida man. He really does.
Well, you can. I'm gonna pull up his picture again. You can just look at him and just ask yourself: is this a normal, well-adjusted member of society, or is this a complete lunatic? Possibly an attention whore.
It's a Florida man.
That's fair enough.
Sounds
Kinda-
normal to me.
We need a theme song for Florida Man.
Florida man.
I believe it's the one that goes, "They're coming to take me away, haha! They're coming to take me away,
Oh, yeah,
ho,
that one.
hee hee, ha,
Okay,
ha."
can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, good, because my mic decided to become mundane Matt.
They went out looking for boulders.
Is it a Florida map?
It's a
Florida mic?
Did you say
What?
Matt?
Mundane Matt is a Florida man.
I'm gonna look this up now because I'm
That's an
wondering
insult
if
to Florida,
Monday
man.
Matt is from Florida.
Hey,
He's not. I just wanted to say that because I thought it would be funny.
Well, I'm
Oh, I love
autistic, so I have
this
to take
article,
things
though.
slowly.
This article title, though, it says, "Watch, Florida man vapes semen."
So,
I saw that.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's from Oregon, so he does not appear to be a Florida man.
He's an honorary Florida man.
Oregon is like
Yeah.
second too.
He's an honorary Florida man.
Well, congratulations,
I'm pretty
Monday
sure
Matt.
I
You've
was
been
a
promoted.
I was probably a Florida man in a past life.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's probably why we probably did all these crimes in our past lives.
The Senate
Which is
has
probably
two
why-
Florida men.
Which is probably why we're cursed with the gift of knowing how to fix society, but being unable to do anything about it.
Something we're unable to do anything about it.
Too derpy to.
Something that sort of has to happen on its own.
What? What's so funny?
Man chokes to death on pill designed to extend human life.
Jeez.
Oh, the irony.
It reminds me of those
That's why it's
hard to
funny.
swallow pill memes.
Oh yeah.
That's
why it's
impressive.
funny. It's incredibly ironic.
Oh my god.
Why?
Cut.
Florida. Florida man. I can't read this freaking article.
Just DM it to me. I'll read it.
No. Florida man attacks mom's boyfriend with samurai sword over missing can of shrimp.
Yeah, we read that one.
Oh, you
Yeah.
already read that? Yeah.
Yeah, this is
So can you see if Jim Jesus is a Florida man?
Hey, we're the bunny.
No, I want more of these images. I don't know. That's the problem with DuckDuckGo. It doesn't load anymore.
No.
aw.
Hey, we're the bunny. We're the bunny.
Florida man dials 911 and demands a ride home to change his underwear.
Florida man high fives Florida woman's face. I don't know what you do to this.
Florida man calls 911 to brag about his big muscles.
I think those are.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the Florida dimension is a wonderful and horrifying place.
Florida woman stops robbery by laughing at crook and saying no.
We'll have to do that next time.
Guy was probably just having a bad day.
Florida man breaks into jail to hang out with his friends.
Yep.
I've seen that.
Yeah, we saw that one.
Florida man arrested for urinating on waitress at nightclub.
Ah,
Or
Ew.
gross.
That's how you
I don't even
tip.
want to read this one. I'm just gonna DM this to one of you guys.
Bathrobe Dwayne is a Florida man.
Is that true?
Yeah, he's from Daytona Beach.
Oh crap! That actually
He's
explains
a
a
Florida
lot.
man.
Man
Filthy, I'm
arrest-
DMing this to you.
All right. Does that mean
Stood for allegedly 200 by 8-year-old from mother.
I just tweeted you a link, or not
Alright.
tweeted. I just gave you a link.
Yeah.
Discord.
Does that mean
Funny.
does that
And
mean
Booney's here.
does that mean we have to what is it? DM? No. What was I saying? Does that mean we have to send Florida man memes whenever Twain is streaming?
Andrew Frey, man high on meth, fights off 15 police officers while masturbating.
God.
Yeah, I heard that one.
Now,
That
master.
was- That's legendary.
And they say Chads don't exist.
He's a true Florida man.
Jeez.
Florida man for president.
I just opened the thing that Atomic sent. I don't know if I can say this either, but I'll give my best attempt. Florida man arrested for refusing to stop masturbating in Burger King.
Oh.
Oh, that's nothing. You should see this guy's freaking mugshot.
Oh, I see if I want.
Oh no.
Just
No,
type this into Google. Florida man
there's like-
arrested for refusing to stop masturbating in Burger King, and that is just the best mugshot I have ever seen.
Read the first part of the paragraph. Just no.
I just realized there's 8 fucking people in here.
Like
His
Antisocial.
What the hell is this?
So,
Is he-
so apparently, after being confronted about his behavior, 33-year-old West Palm Beach man said, "What? I'm playing with my penis."
Dude, I could just picture this guy sitting in there. Like he probably didn't even do it in the bathroom. He's probably just sitting there on one of the chairs they have, and he's fucking just doing it in front of everybody. Like he's
I was
just
picturing that.
he's just that kind of looking person. Like I could picture him doing that.
I wonder if he knows the guy who fought off 15 police officers while masturbating.
Florida man shot in head complains of headache.
As you
Yeah, I saw that one. That's amazing.
I know.
I mean,
Just a headache.
Florida man is unstoppable. People don't realize this. How many times has Florida
I need
man been
more.
arrested? Either Florida
it's all
has
the same man.
either Florida.
Florida
many
man
times-
tries Florida man tries to pawn stolen jewelry at store managed by woman whose homie just robbed.
Ooh, ooh,
Oh man.
ooh.
Florida veteran convinces 2 female officers to have a 3-way with him instead of giving him a parking ticket.
Yeah, I heard that.
Persuasion one.
Wait.
Actually,
Did they actually agree to it?
Well, no,
I just
he's-
pulled up.
A Florida man is accused of pulling out a gun in a McDonald's drive-thru in Delray Beach after getting angry over the ice cream machine being broken.
I mean,
Florida
So
man need ice
I
cream.
just pulled up like my phone. I have an article that reads Hurricane Michael strengthens to dangerous Category 3 storm is set to slam Florida Panhandle.
Florida man pulls kid's tooth by tying it to Chevy Camaro, speeding away.
Oh my god.
That sounds
God,
that actually
Another
sounds the most
one.
reasonable.
That's another one.
Oh my god!
What?
Oh boy.
You gotta see this guy.
DM it to me.
DM it to you.
This
man.
guy got arrested for setting a mattress on fire to try and kill somebody. But look at this dude's fucking mugshot.
I gotta see.
I don't know if
I
I'm
gotta
seeing
see.
that. I don't know if
Alright,
this
well,
one's been said yet, but
I'm showing
Florida
all
man
these-
attempts to buy 8-year-old from Walmart for $200,000.
Yeah, I said that.
What? Where's his head? Where's the rest of his head?
What?
This guy looks fake.
This guy, like half of his head is missing.
He's a Florida man. He doesn't need a head.
Drunk Florida man tries to use taco as ID after his car catches fire at Taco Bell.
Is Florida man a Wojak?
Seriously, guys, go on the stream. You should see this guy.
Because
You can't
see
make
this
this
guy?
up. You can't make
Yeah.
this up, what I just read.
That was funny, but fucking, I just like I started picturing it in my mind, and that makes it hysterical. This fucking dude's car is just on fire in the background, and the cop walks up to him and says, "Hey, man, can I see your ID?" And the nigga hands him a taco. He's like, "That's my ID, man."
Florida man insists he only drank at stop signs.
Oh,
That makes everything
Florida-
better, I guess.
Florida man dies in meth lab explosion after lighting farts on fire.
Oh dear.
That sounds reasonable.
I mean, I guess that's a Darwin Award right there.
Like half of these people could win the Darwin Award.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? It's probably more than half. It's like 80% of them probably could.
Well, I mean, that guy who's got half his head missing is still alive.
If Florida man's IQ was like channeled into like a stream of electricity, it would probably be enough to lightly toast a single slice of bread.
Probably.
Report: man strips naked after claiming to be a monkey outside 7-Eleven.
That is fucking almost. That is almost definitely a case of bath salts right there.
Florida man bites dog and the law is not amused.
Should they be amused?
Florida man uses lighter to burn smiley faces on 3 kids in his care. That's pretty fucked up.
Oh my god.
I have questions about this article. I have a couple questions. Florida man run over by his own truck during road rage.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
I have a couple questions.
That right there is a Darwin Award.
Wait. Wait. Think about something.
Florida man
Maybe.
crashes
Yeah,
into
maybe.
18 parked cars in a matter of seconds.
Florida man arrested for hanging on traffic lights and throwing his waste on cars passing underneath.
I actually was just opening that one.
Oh yeah.
Florida. This guy is definitely a meth addict.
all true Florida men are meth addicts.
Florida man arrested for traffic.
true Florida man.
Florida man arrested for twisting 2-year-old boy's nipples off.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
That is
Horrible.
I have too many questions. I have so many.
I don't want to know.
Man breaks into a Burger King and drinks gallons of deep frying oil.
Yeah, I saw that one already. Have you seen the
Yeah.
guy's mugshot? The guy's like, this guy's got no neck. Literally no neck.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Florida man tries to flee and pick up
39-year-old. Let me pull up the full story because it cuts off on the Google page. 39-year-old Florida man batters 78-year-old girlfriend.
Ouch. It's not nice.
Awful.
It's not nice.
Naked drunk Florida man starts fire while baking cookies on George Foreman grill.
Ooh.
Damn.
Florida man repeatedly calls 911 after getting thrown out of a strip club.
Florida man guns down puppy from apartment balcony.
Oh, so we
Was he a
okay.
cop?
So we found the Florida man who is a police officer.
No,
That's like their fucking training.
I don't
man.
want to think
Yeah,
this
basically.
man exists. I don't want to think this story exists. There's nothing right about this story.
Just why don't you DM it to me and I'll
No,
be
I
judging
can read it. It's just there's nothing right about it. No. Florida man arrested for tranquilizing and raping alligators in the Everglades.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna send you a picture of this guy's mugshot.
Oh.
I've never seen anything like this man.
Florida man arrested for sex trafficking 13-year-old girl.
Ew.
Oh.
It's not exactly funny.
That's
Florida
No.
man tries to flee and pick up, but it's hooked
No.
to repo man's tow truck.
Oof.
Filthy.
There's a video.
yeah. Oh my goodness.
Wait, what did that? Was that?
That guy's face. He's just what?
Can we
Present
do
it,
like
please.
Twilight?
No, I'll
do like a
present-
Twilight
I'll present
Zone
it to the
season on
entirety
Florida.
of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Florida man accused of
I
shooting
wanna-
cat with crossbow.
That guy's training to be a police officer. He isn't
Yeah.
one yet.
Is he trained to be a bounty hunter?
Probably.
Florida man beaten, robbed, stripped naked on the first date. I just love how that's worded. It's like as if that's a regular occurrence over there. On the first date.
Yeah.
No, you're supposed to do that on the third
Florida
date.
man
He's not a
arrested
true Florida.
after trying. Hold on. Florida man arrested after trying to burn down condo to kill all the effing Jews.
Florida
Okay.
man arrested
It
after
was a
threatening to shoot members of Congress and their family.
Oh.
Okay. Did it work?
Oh my god.
No, he threatened. He didn't actually do it, unfortunately.
Well, not the families.
Not the families.
Florida man bites neighbor's ear off over a cigarette.
Ouch.
You know, honestly, that's my family. That's my family reunions right there. That's honestly it. That's like, it's a regular occurrence. You just see people getting all violent over a cigarette being.
Well, for me, it's my family reunions are everybody is trying to avoid my dad's sisters.
Everyone's trying to
my
avoid
man.
absolutely everyone.
Florida man high on flakka tries to break into jail to visit friends, and it's a different guy this time. So that's the notable thing, is that more than one person in Florida have done that.
Homeless Florida man with no arms stabs tourist.
Ow.
That's some Florida man shit right there.
I'm telling you,
I think-
Florida man is a superhero.
That man is my spirit animal.
I DM'd you the video of the tow truck guy, Filthy, if you want to.
Here's okay, so this guy's a bit smarter, but yeah, he's still a bit of a Florida man. Florida man charged with trying to blow up Target stores to tank company stock so that he could buy them when they're cheap.
Ooh. I mean, that's
I wish he was successful. I would have bought some stock.
well, I think what you
That
need to
seems
do is
mostly
build
No.
a killdozer.
Florida
So
man butt dials victim, leaves voicemail explaining the crime he's about to commit.
Oof.
There's a Florida
my.
man Twitter account.
Yes,
I
there
know.
is.
It's
Here's one that'll blow your guys' mind away. A Florida man faces prison for making grills without a license. Grills,
Oh, yeah, I
like,
heard
which,
that.
Oh,
like
that's
people
just
having their teeth.
funny.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
You
Oh my
can't
god, that's dumb.
grill without the state. You got a license for that?
Yeah, you got a license
license
for
to make
that,
that
mate?
grill?
Fucking that could only happen in a state where Jeb Bush was the governor.
Speaking of Florida man in 2015 announced his candidacy for president of the United States. I'm sure you've heard of this man. His name is Jeb Bush.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, you just mentioned him.
I
Yeah, did.
can't. I am absolutely done.
Please applaud.
Please applaud.
Bored
So-
Florida man. No. Bored Florida man uses private plane to draw giant radar penis.
That's literally the first thing we said on stream.
Oh really?
Florida
Yeah.
man uses Pinterest templates to print
And with
counterfeit money.
the crow face tattoo.
Tried to
busted
sell it
for-
on Facebook, police say.
Florida man is an agorist.
Florida man arrested in local
Florida
park
man.
practicing
hold on.
karate on swans.
Florida man with the crow face tattoos busted for hitting girlfriend at Walmart.
Okay.
You cannot hit people at this moment.
That's kind of
Florida man continues to do yard work while naked after neighbors complain.
Florida lawyer's pants spontaneously combust during arson trial.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
Florida man
Florida man
arrested.
high on meth climbs onto stranger's roof to howl at police.
I'm starting to like Florida man.
Florida man arrested after 850 pounds of marijuana found in his U-Haul.
You know, that's actually okay. I'm fine with that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I wonder
A
where he
golf
got the
cart.
850.
golf cart, driving Florida man tries to blow up neighbor's chickens with homemade whiskey bomb during dispute over BB gun. That just sounds like a status critique of anarcho-capitalism.
Yeah, that's exactly what all of these sound like. All of these sound like an
Yeah.
ANCAP ball meme, but it's like a
Yeah, it
person
does
actually
though.
did it.
Florida man arrested for staring at women in a Target parking lot, cops say.
Wait, what's that?
He was arrested for staring at women. What is this, Scotland?
I guess.
Florida gas
He's just-
station's owner microwave sign: "Do not warm urine."
Oh, yeah, I heard that one too.
Florida is the Scotland of the U.S.
Florida
so.
man says that he attacked fancy cars that reminded him of college bullies.
I mean,
Jeez.
did it?
Florida man bites dog to establish dominance.
Actually, that does work though. That actually does work if you're training
Yeah.
aggressive dogs.
It worked.
Also, I've heard of people biting snakes. I mean,
I don't know why.
Oh my God, this is status as fuck. Florida man jailed for giving his girlfriend a wet willy.
Yeah, that one.
Scientists make a breakthrough discovery after giving ecstasy to octopuses.
Are they Florida man scientists?
Yes.
No, they're
Yes.
octopuses.
they're
Florida
full of-
man smashes through women's restrooms, steals money and cigarettes.
That was his only point in going there.
That was his plan.
It's
Can
all that they
someone
wanted
do
to
me a
do.
favor? Can someone do
Florida
me a
man seen riding jet ski down state highway.
my God,
That's
there's-
anarcho-capitalist right there. That's
There's
just
Okay.
There's a
extreme
Florida man
capitalist
movie.
right there.
And people say Chads don't exist.
I am so above the roads that I'm just gonna defy the laws of physics and I'm gonna ride on them like they're water.
No, seriously, he
someone
has no
see-
wheels on it or anything, but he's just going completely fine.
Can someone see if
Florida
Will
man
is a-
arrested for teaching kids where babies come from. Climbed up on a jungle gym and yelled it at the top of his lungs.
Okay.
Couple arrested for performing sex act on Fort Myers sidewalk at 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's oddly specific.
It
Would that
is
be allowed in Ancapistan?
Uh,
Well, if everyone's fine with it.
And I'm sure there will be societies that are.
There will be, though.
yeah.
There will be.
If Florida makes it through the crash and everything, then I don't know
Oh
what
my God,
that
this-
side of Ancapistan will be.
This one's not even funny. This one's just kind of fucked up. Florida man arrested for alleged sexual assault on 2-year-old in the restroom of a Chick-fil-A.
Of a Chick-fil-A.
Okay, we need a
That's
funny
the only
one after
comical
that.
thing about that in a Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, can we
Florida
please have a
man.
funny
Yeah, Florida man fights to keep emotional support squirrel. The court does not want. The court said he can't have it in his district he lives in, and he's fighting to keep it.
Florida man, real name Florence Ryder man.
I need an emotional support squirrel.
Florida man.
It's our
threatens-
Florida
Emotional
restaurant
support
ends
squirrel.
bring your monkey night after 8-year-old bitten by monkey.
Bring your own
I have
monkey.
so many questions.
That's actually a meme that I remember seeing from Domino's Pizza Zimbabwe. Yeah, bring your monkey night, and then the monkey started attacking people in one of their Facebook posts.
Florida man, 32, dies shortly after winning pet store's roach eating contest.
Florida man posts video documenting 6 months worth of farts at work, is fired immediately.
Ew.
I
Ew.
remember seeing that. I think Matt's Raider posted something about that.
Florida man charged masturbating on Amtrak claims itchy stomach.
Oh, of course.
Okay, how long is this
Itchy
stream
stomach.
going on?
Itchy stomach. That's the best. Okay.
Yeah,
They may be a genius or a
he was just scratching
complete
his-
idiot.
I'm trying to figure out how that works mechanically.
Because
Florida
the
man
ants
has
will bite your.
Florida man has a 7-digit IQ.
Florida man is arrested in college library. Foot sniffing case.
Oh, fucking hell.
Hey, oh boy, I said.
Are we getting to the weird side of Florida, man?
Wait, say that one more time again. I didn't hear.
A Florida man was arrested in a college library for a foot sniffing case. He was sniffing women's feet.
Oh. Florida man threatened to shoot weak Republicans who voted against Kavanaugh confirmation.
Kavanaugh.
Well, it's a
That just
very-
sounds normal. That doesn't sound like
That pronunciation.
Kavanaugh.
Florida man jailed for assault with tractor.
See, that's
Oh my
the
god.
thing. Right now,
That's my family.
in the
Man
current
jailed for
political
assault with tractor.
climate, in the current political climate, that's crazy. But any other year, that would just be normal Florida man stuff.
Yeah. Well, I won't post the link to this one because there's minors, but Florida man vapes semen.
Ew.
I already read that.
Ew.
I'm still trying to figure out how.
I don't want to know. I don't want to
I
know,
don't want
please.
to. I don't want to either.
I think he probably filled his vape cartridge with it. He like jerked
Will you,
off.
will you watch
Florida
it?
man
Will you watch it
asked-
for us, Cecil, and tell us how it
Maybe,
happened?
Please.
maybe it's the same guy that kidnapped the scientist.
I found
To
something.
figure that out?
No. Florida man asks sheriffs to test his meth.
Yeah, that one we read.
Florida
Aw.
man accused of shooting cat with crossbow.
Yeah, we read that one.
Oh, really? Oh.
We're just repeating ourselves now.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. But suffice to say, Florida is. I stand by this theory. It's an alternate dimension.
Don't you know Florida is where the next Twilight Zone series is taking place? Twilight Zone, Florida.
Is Florida also a talk zone?
Florida woman named Crystal Methvin arrested for possession of crystal meth.
That's amazing.
There's actually a YouTube video where the guy asked how to make meth with the police, and he says, do I keep it on for 15 or 20 minutes? He actually called the police.
I mean,
Here's one. Florida man fraudulently billed NSA for contract work.
I don't see what the problem with that is.
But I just wanted to read that. It's just epic.
Oh yeah.
So Florida man anarchists are great, and Florida man statists are the worst.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Florida man accused of shooting at home after woman leaves negative restaurant review.
Well, I mean, where is Amy's baking company located again?
I think that was
I'm
Arizona.
actually
I
For this guy. Florida man arrested for faking disabilities and receiving payments.
I don't see what the problem
Yeah.
is.
What? With him being arrested or with him faking disability and using the state for money?
Baking a disability and using the state for money.
Yeah, that's the part I didn't get. Like, I'm okay with that part. I'm not okay with them arresting him.
Oh yeah, that's a dumb part.
Well, then again, they're kind of just asking for it.
Photographer catches photo of hawk carrying a shark carrying a fish. I'm amazed.
What?
Only in Florida.
Only in Florida does this happen.
What's the fish carrying?
Florida man arrested for attempted
small shark.
striptease at restaurant.
Attempted.
So what does I'm trying to understand because I don't think you can attempt a striptease. You're either stripteasing or you're not.
He like tried to take his clothes off, and the police were right there, which makes it even more Florida man-y.
No, the date was.
Investigators say
was a
Florida
police
man
officer.
lied about Hooters sign falling on him during hurricane. Only in Florida.
Wait a minute. Wasn't that went out during the hurricane with an American flag? Wasn't he from Florida?
Yeah.
I think so.
Florida man steals ambulance after being released from hospital.
You play too much GTA.
Yeah.
Men use spaghetti sauce in burglary plot.
I take that back. I want to just move to Florida and record all this shit. It would be a much better YouTube channel than anything any of us could create.
Fair enough.
Yeah. You could record even half of this shit.
Florida man caught shoving exotic fish down his pants.
Oh my god.
Look at this mugshot. Oh my god, Filthy, you have to look at this mugshot.
Okay, send DM it.
Send it to me. Send it to me afterward. I must see.
Alright, let's see what you got. What's that on his face? What is that?
What? He looks like the guy from Dumb and Dumber if he didn't like shave his hair or something.
What is that?
He probably just the cops were probably really tired and just didn't bother to get the crystal meth off of his face.
No, it'd be like, was he
So-
I mean, crystal meth is smoked. Like, was he just like face
Couple
down?
sells
You can start
everything to sail the world. Their
Well, you
boat
can-
sinks on day 2.
You can
Did
start
he just
with-
like have his face in cocaine?
No, you can
I
smoke
Yeah, I
with
think
crystal meth too.
Florida boy gets trapped in arcade game.
I think it's safer if you smoke it, but you can.
Okay, I guess that's a better. I think that's a very common occurrence everywhere, not just in Florida. Kids getting
What
trapped
the
in
hell?
arcade games.
Florida man puts dragon lizard in his mouth, smacks people with it.
Oh my gosh.
What the hell?
Florida man who had sex with dolphins said it seduced him.
Ew.
Oh
Impressive.
god. No,
No. Ugh.
that's not cool.
Nope.
I'm done being the nice guy. Florida man accused of making acid-related threat.
This is just thousands of gun owners in Florida planning to shoot down Hurricane Irma.
I thought that. Wait, are you sure that's
Florida
not a
man.
parody?
Florida man
I-
gets into fight
I am
after
sure.
drunkenly exposing himself at a bar.
Florida
These are the people who elected Trump.
Florida man impersonates a police officer, pulls over real cops.
I don't see a problem with this.
We
That's
need more of that.
legendary.
Oh my god.
We need more of that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually pretty great.
If you just put it on a costume, you have the right.
No!
to pull people over.
Yes.
I can't even read that. I have to copy that.
Kill is real, guys.
Oh my god. Florida man interested in getting tased runs through airport in underwear waving nunchucks.
He just wakes up one day, like, you know what? I want to
Deputy.
get tased.
Deputy stuns Florida man pulled over on stolen tractor.
82-year-old Florida man slashes 88-year-old Florida woman's tires with ice pick for taking his seat at bingo.
Eso.
Why would you need an ice pick in Florida?
Hey, Eso.
Yeah, what?
You want to see? This is a picture I unfortunately cannot read aloud.
Hold on, your
But
Oh, you can't read that, or like on stream period, or like I can read it. Okay.
You can read it. It's fine.
Group of
Florida
group
man-
Of stripper, hold on.
Florida-
Group of strippers suffer diarrhea on stage and are forced to run to toilets after eating bad shrimp at an X-rated Florida nightclub.
And some
Ew.
defecate in the sink.
that's
Florida
Some
man dressed as
defecated
pirate.
in the sink.
that's
Ugh, that's
That's-
gross.
yeah, that's yeah, on that note, yeah, we should probably end the stream because we're over an hour now.
One last one.
Wait, one last one.
One
Florida
last
man
Florida man.
charged with practicing unlicensed dentistry for making grills.
Florida man dressed as pirate arrested for firing musket and passing cars.
That guy's a legend. He was probably a murderer.
Daycare burglary suspect found in attic in Jacksonville.
Oh, that's just disturbing.
Oof.
Rundle won't charge prison guards who allegedly boiled schizophrenic black man to death.
Ooh.
What the fuck?
What?
Florida man accused of trying to fly drone with cell phones attached to it into Florida prison.
Well,
Only in Florida.
it's a very interesting place, and I guess you gotta give them credit for their ingenuity. Just as
Can we
long
talk
as you know
about
they're not
something
like
more
the
intellectual next time? Because
Thank you, Florida, for existing.
this isn't meant to be an intellectual stream. It's just meant to be freaking dumb.
yeah, this was. What about the other ones?
Slightly more intellectual. Slightly.
Yeah.
Slightly.
So, anyways, yeah, everybody, thank you for coming on, and thank you for stopping by. Everybody, feel free to talk your stuff if you want to. If you want to show yourself, do it now.
Okay,
I'm
well. Okay, well, my name is Atomic Ancap.
Oh, faggot.
I'm 13, and my videos suck because I copy everyone else, but that's
So
fine.
you suck according to Jim Jesus.
No.
If you want to subscribe, then first of all, don't. But if you want to, then do it.
Do it.
Do it. Get it.
So, your turn.
My channel's kind of dead though.
You have a.
You sound like a Florida man.
That's just my sellout right there.
All right. Anarcho Bunny, you got something?
Yeah, I'm Riley. I take Bitcoin for fun nights. You can private message me later.
Oh.
Oh my.
Hey, you said shield myself. I shield myself.
Okay.
Okay, now I know who to not
Yeah.
accidentally give Bitcoin to.
How do you
Yeah,
accidentally-
heads up. When he says
You
fun
accidentally do it
nights,
by like. I have a perfect example of how you can accidentally do it. Like you can forget to check their their ID or something. Like you ask them for their ID, so you can make sure that you're far away from it. When you copy another one, then you forget to copy the other one. I don't know.
oh, heads
Ask
up.
the Florida men how they do it.
When Riley says that he's when Riley says fun nights, he's not thinking what you probably think he means.
I think I know exactly what he's thinking.
Believe me, it's all
You mean he's not
PG.
the type of guy to play Minecraft, but instead the type of guy to give you the shaft.
Well, anyway, I'm out.
Hey! I never.
All right. Well,
Hey, I'm willing to play Minecraft for the right price.
And then he's gonna give you the shaft. His shaft.
all right. Well, thank you for coming by, and good night.